Really
the
not
first
bad.
attempt at coming back into. In fact, I'd say it's possibly even better than Zoo against Hunter personally.
Really? Interesting.
I think it's a really strong matchup. But then I have seen multiple Hunter games. It looks really good when it wins, but when it loses, you don't sort of notice that. I can't explain. It doesn't make as much of an impact when it loses. When it wins, and just kills you on turn 4.
And now we got it from Impy, where with a full mulligan there, I definitely think he was looking for pretty much exclusively Wild Growth and Whispering Woods.
Yeah.
I think is by far the best cards he could find off the mulligan, as either one would give, well, if you go Wild Growth into Whispering Woods, that would be the dream. But it's going to have to be a pretty quick development onto the board here by Kallax to have any chance of fighting back against Coin Whispering.
I think I've played this, I've cast this matchup 4 times this weekend, and the Hunter's gone turn 2 KLSF and won the game every time to make me look like an idiot for saying that the Token Druid's favourite.
Really?
Because it's not just the buff you get from the KLSF, it's the fact it is your 2-drop, you have a minion on the board. Every minion you have on the board means that Whispering Woods is 1 minion less good. Yeah.
Lovely play as well from Kallax, just developing onto the board with the 3/3 that won't get any value. You know, he's just playing on curve. It's not an amazing play, but this is your one chance to fight back.
I think you coin Whispering Woods and get on with it.
Really? Do you not think you coin swipe?
Just do this.
Oh, what happened? Okay, so if you coin swipe and he plays Houndmaster Shore, that's the worst thing that can happen because then he can rush in minions.
Maybe that would be better. Maybe coin swipe would be better there.
I think it was closer than you make it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
You end up with 1 less Wisp, I suppose, afterwards, because you've used up 2 cards on the previous turn. And only having 5 Wisps is quite a lot worse than 6. It really is close.
Because he's got the buff. We've seen this happen where people haven't played it because they haven't got the buff. But this is going to get him out of the early game with an okay board.
That's pretty big, though. It is a...
Now I like the swipe. Oh, then you go into the Rexar turn on 6 if you're not careful.
Yeah, that's right. You need to be playing it quite quickly.
So you've got to do it now. But then,
he doesn't have to. He does not have to. I think he will. Yeah. Because if there wasn't Rexar and Mossy Horror on turn 6, Impy would be a lot more willing to play out the swipe here. But because there is still just very limited punish for Kallax here, it means that Impy should be able to stick a branching path here on this board.
MC Tech or Ziliax?
You want MC Tech to go right now, right? Oh, unless he wants to play Flanking Strike? No, I think you still want Mind Control.
I think you want the MC Tech because it sets you your next turn to deal with any potential 2/2 problems better.
It is close, though, because Ziliax just played as a 5-mana 4/3 that blocks 2 hits. That's really good. You don't even rush it in. You just leave the Divine Shield intact.
Okay. So he wants to steal them if they get Soul of the Forested, not before. Because he's greedy and he's clever.
And, well, I mean, Houndmaster Shore kind of demands an answer, because if it doesn't get answered, then Mind Control Tech on the next turn, it gets a rusher. Yeah, it gets a 1/1 rushing Wisp.
But you never thought when you started playing Hearthstone you'd be talking about stealing 1/1 rushing Wisps.
What are you talking about? When I first started playing Hearthstone, I thought Wisp was the best card in the game. Infinite value.
I've crafted Golden Wisp before on stream.
Really?
Yeah, every time I said, if I'm naughty boy again, I'll craft a Golden Wisp. 3,200 dust and 10 minutes later.
You have to make it sound weird, don't you, Neil?
It wasn't meant to sound weird.
Well,
you have to make me sound weird, Derek.
Yeah. But the play that Impy had clearly been leading towards for a long while here, I guess has to come down. It's really not good. And well, maybe it should have been Savage Roar on that turn. Like, it allows him to go... if he went Savage Roar Hero Power, that gets him up to a 3-attack Hero Power. He's still triple trading.
Yeah, but one of them is your face.
Yeah,
so you're not losing a Wisp.
So he ends up with 2 Wisps on the board then. That's really not that good.
It's like he didn't think this through. He's got halfway through the turn and he's like, oh, I really want to kill that Shore. Oh, I can't. Oh, I'll just hit you in the face then.
This is just always going to go wrong, though. Like, by not clearing up, I think you're just irreparably losing board control.
I mean, you lose here to... I guess this plays around Mossy Horror, doing it this way instead of using Savage Roar.
yeah. Okay, that's a good point. That is a good point.
But you are still losing to Rexar, and you're still losing to this MC Tech, I think,
yeah,
a lot of the time.
Anything. Just Flanking Strike here clears up all but one of the minions. Mind Control Tech clears up every minion. I guess the thinking here for Impy is that he can go for Spreading Plague to try and pull things back.
Yeah.
But he's
not going to be a Spreading Plague
of
any size, and there's Flanking Strike and Hunter's Mark in hand.
But the saving grace for Impy is that at the moment, Kallax is not actually developing that much pressure onto the board. It's good, but after the swipe comes down, there's high main into Katharina. Yeah, there's quite a lot of pressure.
But Impy does have a lot of...
He's got a lot of taunts.
And he has a buff. Like, if 2 or 3 things survive one turn, he can still win the game.
And Kallax is down to 12 because of Impy's decision to go for, well, whether it's Branching Paths or Savage Roar, either way, he's got it to a point where one decent minion sticking will just win him the game.
Yeah, or two or three little ones. And there's plenty of little ones coming up in the next few turns.
And it's looking at the moment like unless... what would that have to be? Witchwood Grizzly comes off of Katharina? He might just be getting there.
Yeah, this time it would be Mossy Horror or Rexar would be fine. Okay, talking with Grizzlies. Want to just turn up to the party.
Yeah, not the one he wanted to.
I think Kallax has even
summoning,
by the way, for his next. If that's what you're trying to
probably. Yeah, I was looking at what kind of druid he has. I can't read your handwritings if it was taunt or token.
Token.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
I've written it wrongly so many times though. It doesn't really. I've written it as T druid a few times in the past.
T druid.
That always helps me remember which one it is.
He's my favorite rapper. Was that a joke? I don't even know if that technically qualifies, to be honest. It was so pathetic.
I thought it was good.
Thanks,
Which
mate.
means it was probably terrible. Yeah, I don't know if that's a compliment.
And now, with the amount of damage that can come through here, how much is this for Impy? If he goes Savage or Hero Power, that is 4 and 3. He can push 6 damage to face, as I count it.
Yeah,
which you probably don't want to go for.
Like whether he's just going to go...
Yeah, after you realise it's not lethal, I think you have to
soul.
Solidify your board control. Yeah, I agree.
Oh, you don't have to do... Well, 3 damage face is kind of important because you do have double UI in hand, but you die so quickly if you do lose the board that actually 2 UIs might be too slow.
And then as soon as they play Rexar, it not only clears the board, but pulls them out of range. Yeah.
Time waits for no one.
So he is going to chip the 3 away by the look of it. Impy seems to keep changing his mind halfway through turns.
He does, yeah. Like... This play I can understand because it doesn't seem like Kallax has a Mossy Horror. But I don't know, I feel like getting the lockdown of the board state on this turn with Chain Gang Soul of the Forest, then next turn you go for the Savage Roar. It does mean your opponent has plenty of minions on board so they can trade, then go Rexar if they have it. But it has not worked out well at all here for Impy. Plenty of minions to be trading away onto the board here for Kallax. He's going to have to either get a remarkably powerful Spreading Plague, which we can see he very possibly will, or Ultimate Infestation is going to have to pull him back.
Second time it changes it another time. And this is the thing with his deck, it just keeps doing silly stuff.
Yeah, pulls it out of nowhere. Kallax does not seem happy about that. He really wants to find a Mossy Horror right about now. Hearthstone?
Hello. Can we see the card, please, Hearthstone? There we go. Oh,
but he's got Q-bladed! He's got Q-bladed on the...
Second time in a row.
On the Witchwood Grizzly. That's so sick. He can even fit in the flanking strike as well. He just needs to figure out what are the perfect sequence of trades. He can take out 3 of the Scarabs with just all the minions he has on board. Flanking strike then doesn't actually help kill off anything else.
This might get interesting in terms of the double Ultimate Infestation. I was only sort of vaguely looking at it a minute ago, but Impy will UI face next turn.
Oh, man.
And then it could just come down to, can Kallax kill him with his massive board, or will he just die to 2 UIs?
Yeah.
He might die to 2 UI. I don't think I've ever seen UI into UI. Because usually it just decks you to death because you haven't got them low enough, because usually...
It's a thing. I've done it before, yeah. It usually does deck you to death, I agree.
How much attack, though, has Kallax got on the board?
He's got a lot. It's now, what, 12, 18, 25? Yeah, I count it as that as well, which means UI would stop that, especially with the 5 armor and the 1/5 still protecting you. Savage Roar doesn't get there.
That's just making the cast just count things. We don't want to do that. We want to UI the face.
He's doing the same thing as me with pointing the finger as well.
Yeah, it was really weird. I saw you both in the same eye line. It's like, what's happening?
But he's realizing the same thing we are. The Savage Roar is not the best way to get there. He is setting up for living on this turn and then going double UI to face to close out the game.
I think it's just Rexar that saves Kallax. There might be some weirdness that does it, but I think it's just Rexar.
If he gets Mossy, is that just lethal because he takes out the Scarab? or even just double flanking strike here, that is
it's
what,
still
6,
25.
12, 18, 25. It's
Plus
not
2,
there.
27. It's not
Yeah.
there because of the healing from the...
Yeah. I don't think it's there
Unless he
either.
can double flanking. Can he do something really funky with flanking striking Katharina? I don't think so.
Ooh, can you get a King Crush?
Is there a way you can get King Crush here?
Would there be space on the board? How does flanking strike work? It deals the damage, then it would... Oh, man. Because he can't make any other room by killing off his minions, because they all have death rattles.
Oh, yeah. Every single one that could die.
Yeah.
So it looks like there's no way to do it.
Oh, my goodness. He's going for it, though. He's got Keleseth, so this would be exact lethal if it gets King Crush.
And there's a high main and hundreds of Grizzlies on the board.
Oh my God!
King Crush! And Kallax is going into the top 8 with an amazing finale to this 3-0 massacre of Impy. Impy has to wait and see on tiebreakers, but Kallax is going to another tour stop top 8, and I think anyone who watched that will think he deserved it.
That was so sick. Good spot, Lorinda. Fantastic play, Kallax. I have to be honest, I wasn't even certain that it would work that way. I thought it might even spawn the wolf first or something. Either way, the King Crush, it was the perfect out. Just,
You liked that one.
I loved that one. That was such a
so
sick play.
cool.